Good morning. We are Hermes Consulting. We are focused on creative, innovating strategies for success in the globalized economy and provide unmatched value for both our customers and employees alike. I'm Brady Mills, the CEO, along with my colleagues Martin Victoria, the COO, and Martin Chang, the CFO. Today we'll be looking at Whole Health Chicago. Whole Health Chicago is a physical, behavioral, spiritual, and socioeconomic well being company, as defined by individuals, families, and communities. Whole Health Chicago offers a variety of services to improve the well being of their patients, including nutrition counseling and other lifestyle plans, acupuncture, and other alternatives to ease chronic fatigue and IV therapy. This company falls under the medical industry, which can be defined as an aggregate of integration of sectors within the economic system that provide goods and services to treat patients with curative, preventative, rehabilitative, and palliative care. Here is our agenda of all the topics we'll cover today in our analysis.
As consulting was able to identify key issues. The main key issues that face the company are barriers to scaling, technological and R&D investment needs, market awareness and perception, and cost management. Scaling in the healthcare industry can be difficult due to the specialized nature of the staff necessary, which is hard to scale up. Technological and R&D requires a lot of investment because of the largest financial gains in the industry are made when you are able to come up with more effective solutions to old problems or solutions to new problems. Market awareness and perception are another key issue identified for Whole Health Chicago. While it is an established brand and is more well known in Chicago, their type of holistic approach to medicine typically faces doubt from the average consumer as to its effectiveness when compared to more conventional medical treatments. Building trust is a lengthy process and it is reset whenever opening a location in a new market. Cost management in healthcare can be difficult due to the high cost of the personnel and the instruments required just to remain operable. It becomes even more difficult when trying to penetrate into new markets, but the reward is so grand that it justifies the risk.
We'll start with an industry analysis, which will cover the cultural, religious, education, and labor practices of the United States that will affect Whole Health Chicago. First, culture and religion. The firm has resources that are immobile, such as shamanic healing, healing touch, and traditional Chinese medicines. All of these are foreign alternative medical treatments. However, these therapies are very uncommon in the United States. So, some doctors and family offices may not consider these therapies sound or valuable. Moreover, many patrons in more conservative locations may be adverse to such foreign treatments. Therefore, these resources may not lead to an advantage in this industry. Secondly, labor. There have been many acts passed that will affect how Whole Health Chicago can conduct their businesses, specifically to their workers. The Fair Labor Standards Act includes legislation about travel time scheduled for work hours from site to site and work related to meetings and trainings. It also includes information about meal and sleep time that may be excluded from hours worked if certain conditions are not met. And they also cover stipulations about overtime and regular rate, including employees must receive a certain amount of compensation after 40 hours of work in the 7-day work week, which will clearly affect how Whole Health Chicago is able to pay their workers and fund their operations. There's another act as well, the Occupational Safety and Health Act, which was passed in 1970, which just includes information about employees being exposed to certain hazards and the correct steps to keep them safe. Lastly, education. So, according to a survey conducted by the American Psychology Association, many people are biased about alternative medicine and traditional healthcare system due to misinformation spread online. This can act as a major risk for the industry as people may become less likely to be customers and use their products if they're misinformed about how the products actually work.
We also identified competitors to Whole Health Chicago. Globally, we have Ayush Ayurvedic, which is based in Singapore and was established in 2008. Its primary goal is to provide a holistic and natural means to good health, emotional well-being, and then we have Weleda, based in Switzerland, which focuses on natural beauty and alternative medicine. Locally, we have Sage Healing Collective, which is based in Illinois and has created dedicated spaces to rest filled with variety of healing modalities to calm, heal, support, and reinforce well-being and restore hyper wellness. Is also based in Illinois, focused on alternative medicines such as cryotherapy and red light therapy.
To better understand the risk facing Whole Health Chicago, we conducted a SWOT analysis. First, we'll look at the strengths. Their talent pool and their community and their staff are very educated with high levels of education in specific areas. Most of their staffs have different specializations. For example, some doctors are certified in chiropractic medicine, adult gerontology medicine, and women's healthcare. Further, medical talent acquisition is difficult because the talent requires high compensation, and the talent pool is generally very small. Moreover, in comparison to alternative medicine offices, Whole Health Chicago offers a larger range of treatments totaling to 24. However, they do have weaknesses, including geographic presence, which is relatively small. They currently have 4 locations in Illinois and only one outside of the state, which is in Florida. And without continued expansion, Whole Health Chicago is at risk of losing market share. However, there are some opportunities for them, including the aging population. As the elderly population increases and diversity increases, the healthcare needs of this new demographic also increases. An aging population increases demand for specialized services in geriatric care and chronic illness management, prompting healthcare providers to adjust their services. Secondly, rate cuts will make financing costs decrease, which will lead to better supply chain for medical devices, which in turn will help Whole Health Chicago's operating income. Lastly, threats. Telehealth has transformed the medical services field and has made delivering products for medical service much easier. Now, patients can engage with healthcare providers remotely, which can be very convenient. Thus, people may be more willing to engage in telehealth. Further, there are some medical policies coming in that will severely reduce the price of drugs, prescription drugs, which may lead to more competition between alternative health and traditional health.
Alternatives are new locations in telehealth. AI integration and other tech into Whole Health Chicago would allow them to reduce spending in gathering data and make it more efficient for employees to do their job. This would also increase customer satisfaction due to how much more convenient it is for clients to join a video call versus having to drive all the way to one of their physical locations. However, a challenge facing AI integration in healthcare is the strict laws enforcing data security and data transfer. This can lead to unsuccessful hurdles for Whole Health Chicago. Secondly, when trying to serve their clients, our second alternative is expanding to new locations. These expansions allow Whole Health Chicago to increase their revenue streams. Further, diversifying their locations reduces the company's exposure to risk in the Chicago market. However, these locations, specifically Hawaii and California, are expensive to lease office space. Out of these solutions, we recommend Whole Health Chicago to expand to different locations. Even though AI implementation is growing rapidly, we ultimately believe that the best course of action for Whole Health Chicago is to expand their business through physical locations. We believe this recommendation to be more effective, as the service that Whole Health Chicago offers cannot be done virtually, such as acupuncture. The top cities with a population that engages in alternative medicine are Hawaii, California, Washington, Oregon, and Colorado. Thus, Whole Health Chicago leaves these markets unpenetrated. We recommend that Whole Health Chicago expand to California first. California has the necessary talent pool due to the UC schools. The state also has a dense population in comparison to Oregon and Colorado, which mean a large market of clients. Furthermore, California citizens are very attracted to health trends in comparison to Washington due to the state's culture. Therefore, we believe this state will carry the least risk with expansion.
In conclusion, Whole Health Chicago's innovative approach to holistic medicine and its commitment to personalized care have established it as a leader in integrative healthcare. Despite facing challenges such as scaling barriers, technological investment needs, and intense competition in the fragmented healthcare market, the organization has leveraged its strength, including its experienced team, differentiated services, and loyal customer base, to maintain a competitive edge. Strategic analysis suggests that expanding to new physical locations, such as health conscious states like California, represent the best opportunity for growth. This expansion aligns with Whole Health Chicago's mission to provide comprehensive, patient centered care while tapping into untapped markets with a high demand for alternative medicine. We believe that by staying true to its core values of innovation, collaboration, and education, Whole Health Chicago is well positioned to continue its legacy of revolutionizing healthcare and meeting the growing demand for holistic wellness solutions. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for your attention, and we appreciate any feedback.